Hi, welcome to Driving TV, and I hope you are well. 3 things I want you to do before you go to your driving test. My strong advice is do not go to your driving test unless you've done these 3. These are the 3 I want you to do before you go to your test. Let's start the lesson. So out of the 3, number 1, don't go to your test unless you've done at least 1 mock test. Do at least 1, if not more. If you do more, is good, but at least minimum 1 mock test before you go to your test. Why? For 2 reasons. Number 1, doing mock test will help you to understand what the problems are and what is the test. It's going to give you a picture in your mind what is test and how to do test. So firstly, it's going to help you to understand if there is a problem. Maybe you've got a problem with roundabouts. Maybe you've got a problem with junctions, with parkings, with maneuvers, mini roundabouts, crossroads. You might have a problem. Maybe there is an area where you're weak on. Maybe you didn't know. Now you know after doing the mock test. Now it's your job to work on that before you go to your test. You still got time. You've done the mock test maybe a week or 2 before, or maybe a month before. Now you got plenty of time to work on those before you go to your test. Mock test will help you to understand if there is an area where you are weak on, if there's a problem on. You could work on that before you go to your test, and mock test is going to do that. Number 1. Number 2, mock test is going to give you a picture in your mind what the test is going to be like. It's going to give you a picture, it's going to give you a video in your mind so that you know exactly what the test is going to be like, because you've never been to the test before. You need to know what you are going into. What is the test like? If you are learning and you need help on learning and passing the driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course. The course gives everything a learner needs to learn to drive and to pass the driving test. It has everything a learner needs. I will leave a link on the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read, and if you like it, you could always join the course. And the mock test is going to give you that. It's going to give you a picture in your mind what the test is going to be like. That's number 1. Number 2, because you've got a picture now in your mind by doing the mock test, I want you to play that in your mind every time you're having a lesson, every time you are home, every time you're walking, you're talking, you are sitting doing nothing. I want to play that video in your mind. Because you've done the mock test, you know what the test is going to be like. Play the video in your mind. So play it in your mind how you were thinking. What was your mental picture of the test? By doing that in your mind, you are preparing your mind for the test. Remember, doing the test is not just the physical side. Physically, you have to do a lot of things. Steering, changing gear, clutch up, clutch down. All those things are physical things. What about the mental side? You need to be prepared mentally, right? And for you to do that, now that you've done the mock test and you've got a video in your mind what the test is going to be like, play that in your mind. Just imagine test. Sit somewhere, just imagine. Play that video. Just close your eye, sit somewhere, and just play that video. The mock test that you've done, just play it so that you know exactly how did you stop, how did you move off, how did you change gear, how did you do the roundabouts, what did you do. At the end of the mock test, what advice did the instructor give you? Where did you go wrong? Which part did you do right? What was good? What was bad? Just go with that in your mind. So obviously in the mock test, it's going to be exactly like the test. Your instructor will do a mock test like a test. For example, you'll move off, you will stop, you will deal with roundabouts, you'll deal with junctions, you will deal with traffic lights, and you're going to have the picture of everything in your mind because you've done it. Now just play that every time you sit somewhere. That way, like I said, mentally you are preparing for the test. It's not just the physical, it's the mental as well. So prepare that. So like I said, the mock test will give you the picture, and make sure you play that picture, play that video in your mind. And thirdly, you need to control your nerve as much as you can. You need to control your nervousness as much as you can. Unless you do, it will be difficult for you to pass. Remember, just because you know how to drive the car, it doesn't mean you're going to pass. Otherwise, everyone would pass. Why are there many failing? Why? Is it because they don't know how to drive the car? Because they know how to drive the car. Why are they failing? It's because they're nervous. And because they're nervous, they're making small mistakes. And those mistakes are turning into bigger problems. Okay? You need to learn to control your nerves. And one of the best way for you to control your nerve is what? What do you do? What do you think you could do to control your nerve? What can you do? One of my strong advice is don't think of failing. Don't think of passing. Don't even think of that. If you fail, what's going to happen? Nothing going to happen. I've said that many times. If you fail the test today, what's going to happen? Is the world going to finish? Is somebody's going to die? What's going to happen? Nothing going to happen. You're still going to go home and the life is going to go on as normal. Nothing going to happen. Nothing going to change. The only thing that's going to happen is just delayed for you to get a license. That's all. I know you could say to me, yeah, but it's difficult for me to get another test day booked and all that. It's going to cost me money, obviously. But I'm saying to you, by worrying, it's not going to help you to pass. Just because it's going to take you longer to get another test day and you're worried about that, what's going to happen? What you're doing is you're putting your mind under pressure. It's like holding something really tight. You're going to break it, okay? Your mind is very fragile. You don't want to put too much pressure to your mind. You just want to open. If I fail, I fail. Okay, I'm going to get another test day. So what if the waiting is too long? What can I do? If I fail, I fail. Maybe just not for me. It wasn't meant to be. I fail, no problem. What can I do? Life is going to go as normal. I'm going to go home. Okay, I'm going to be sad for a while maybe because obviously mentally, emotionally you can't control. You're going to be sad maybe for a few hours. Then get on with life. Get another test day booked. That kind of mentality you need. If you don't think like that, you're going to fail. And if you think that if I fail, I fail, so what? You're going to pass. Why? Because mentally you are strong. You don't really care. You don't care if you pass or you fail. Because you don't care, you're going to do the best driving. Your job is to do your best at driving, not thinking about passing. Passing will come if you drive good. It's just byproduct, isn't it? If you do good, if you drive good, you're going to pass. So why should you be thinking about the passing? Passing is no different than you driving. You just drive. That's your job. Your job isn't for you to think whether you're going to pass or not. Your job is to do a good drive, safe driving. If you do that, you'll pass for sure. So controlling the nerve is one of the most important you must learn. And one of the things, like I said, one of the best way to learn or to control your nerve is don't think about passing. Think about if I fail, I don't care. It doesn't really matter. If I fail, I fail. That kind of mentality you need for you to pass. Okay? And lastly, I would say to you, and as a bonus tip, is never give up whatever happens. Don't give up. Giving up is not an option for you. It's not an option. It's your time, it's your money, it's your energy. You should never give up. Something happens you're not happy with, carry on. Just keep on going. At the end, you'll get to know whether you pass or you fail. Judging yourself, you fell for something, is not your job. That's not your job. That's the examiner's job. Let them decide. You just keep on going, whatever happens. Don't be the judge. Don't think I've done something that's a fail. And if you give up, you might realize you didn't fail for that. You failed for something after. And by then you've already gave up. Okay? So don't give up. So just to conclude, number 1, do a mock test. Number 2, get a picture in your mind and play that in your mind how the test is because you've got the picture from the mock test. And number 3, control your nerve. And one of the best way to control is don't bother about the test. Don't bother about passing or failing. If you fail, you fail. You need that mentality, okay? And lastly, the bonus tip is never give up, okay? If you need extra help on learn to drive and to pass the driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course, which gives everything a learner needs. The course will give you everything you need for you to learn and for you to pass the driving test. It has everything you need. I will leave a link in the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read. If you like it, you could always join the course. Thank you for watching. I hope the video helps. If it does, please do give a thumbs up. Please do make a comment what you think of the video. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so don't miss any of my future videos. Hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.